Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And how you doing for the past week? We passed the Chinese New Year already, so we passed the 4 days public holiday in Hong Kong, and it's back to normal now. So actually today is Thursday, February 18. So actually 2 days before in Hong Kong, I've been introduced the Bumble, that socializing platform stock. So today we will introduce the bigger one. This should be the biggest one, right? In America is the Match.com, the biggest socializing platform. Match.com. So today's our subject. For the past week, our Falcon portfolio increased. I'm sorry, just 1%. Last week we increased 68%. So this week we increased 69% from still 12 months, from 350,000 to 382,000. So if you have any stock you want me to analyze, you want me to introduce or to discuss, so you can directly email to me, Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com, or leave your comment under the YouTube is okay. So today we will introduce the socializing platform Match.com, and I remember well this Match.com is also quite famous in Hong Kong. Quite famous, and if my memory serves me well, it should be appeared on 2009. Is it? It should be appeared in the year of 2009, just nearly 12 years before. Hong Kong also has Match.com. Taiwan has, USA has, a lot of countries has, but I don't think that China has. China is quite conservative, so actually I don't think it will allow socializing platform in China at this moment yet, like the e-cigarette. So this is the Falcon 350,000 portfolio. So you can see in last year we increased at 55%, and this year we increased at 8%, and total we increased because this is a compound. Because this is a compound effect, so total our portfolio increased at 69% for the past 12 months. Some of the readers want me to introduce how I bought the USA stock. Actually, I fool Citibank. Some of you may want to use the agent. This is still okay. You can use the agent like the IB, right? I use agent for Hong Kong stock, and I use local bank for Hong Kong stock. But I only use Citibank for USA stock. Actually, if you buy the stock, if you buy any stock, which is not your local country, if I buy USA stock that is not my local country, because my local country is Hong Kong and China, then that money is offshore. That money is offshore because I instructed Citibank Hong Kong to use Citibank USA to buy the stock. Of course, the stock is in USA, but the owner is me, and the owners for me is Citibank. That's it. So if I am in Hong Kong and I bought USA stock, that money is offshore. Even the Hong Kong government want to take the money from me, she cannot take my USA stock because that is not belongs to Hong Kong. That's the reason. And why I'm not using agent is because if for any issue I can come to the physical bank, right? I can come to the physical bank to discuss this real person. You can discuss not only on the internet, and actually in Hong Kong there is quite a lot of Citibank branches. So the one that close to my home, I just take about 15 minutes, then I can arrive. So actually it's quite convenient. And I deposit Hong Kong dollars. Normally I deposit Hong Kong dollars into the Citibank, and then I will transfer the money to US dollar. Normally it's at night because Hong Kong night and then USA is the daytime. So I transferred money to USA and then I buy the stock. Actually, when I transfer the Hong Kong dollars to USA dollars, then actually there is transaction fee. And when I transfer back, there is also transaction fee. And if you buy the USA stock using Citibank, the transaction fee is bigger than you use the agent. Because there is no physical bank, the expenditure is lower. But actually, because I'm not quite buy and sell, normally I just buy once per 1 month, something like that. So actually it's okay to me. You can use some agents like IB, I think they're still okay. But my habit is to use Citibank. Actually, if I use Citibank, I can buy Hong Kong stock as well. But normally I will only use Citibank to buy USA stock. Okay, today we will, there's a heart shape, right? There's a heart logo there. Today we will introduce the world's biggest socializing platform, Match. And then in Google, you just type match.com and then you can come up to that website. Or you can find the app inside the Google Play Store or iOS. You can also reach Match as well. Match mother company is IAC. It's called IAC. You can see the building, a very big one. And IAC is a very big network company in USA. Now also doing broadcasting. So IAC is Match company's mother company. And you must know there is another very strong, very powerful socializing platform which is owned by Match is Tinder. Tinder contribute more than 61% of the revenue for Match. So it's very powerful. I cannot find the data when Match went to IPO. I think it's 2012 something. If I go to the Google to see the historical stock price history, so I think it's 2012 something like that in Nasdaq. So you can see actually the Match.com. So when I take the information of Match.com, so I learned that actually Charlie Munger also bought Match.com in 5 years before, in few years before. So actually he said he earned 10%. He earned 10 times from the Match.com. And when I saw the data, wow, it really raised the share price, the stock price raised more than 10 times in the past 5 years. You can see, I think it's 2015 or 14 something, where I can't see the date. There's not showing the date. But that's nearly something like $20, something like that. Or maybe $16. So today you can see it's 160. So it raised more than 10 times in the past 6 to 7 years. So it is terrific, right? So let us see the history of Match.com and other information, and then the financial performance. Actually, you can see the PE ratio is quite high. Now it's over 1,000. So I can explain. So let us analyze it in the later pages. There is a lot of brands under Match. As far as I can see in the internet, there is more than 45 brands under Match for the socializing platform. Now we call it socializing apps, right? Because I think in 2005 it just appeared on the PC. Now it's on every cell phone, on every smartphone, because you have the app. So the most famous one, can you name those that you are familiar with or you have heard before? What I have heard before is Match itself, right? And then is Tinder, I heard before. Two, I heard before. OkCupid, I heard before. And then India Match is the same, right? Hookup, I heard before. That's it. But you can see there is a lot of other socializing apps under Match. You can see a lot. Which one you use? Speed Day I also heard before. Speed Day I also heard before. Seems there is Speed Day in Hong Kong as well. So this is each brand's abbreviation design. And there is another one. I introduced it in the Hong Kong program 2 days before. It's called Bumble. Bumble means you make the things worse. Bumble, you make the things worse, or in a confused way, it's called Bumble. Actually, Bumble is quite smart because this is in a yellow color. And then the new CEO, a very young woman, just 31 years old, Whitney, came out from Tinder on 2014, and then he has the strongest shareholders, Blackstone yet, right? So Bumble just come out for the IPO in this February, and seems okay. And in the last 2020 quarter, Bumble's lost because actually it used a lot of money to merge Bumble and Baidu, and Badu, Bumble and Badu. So we will see the first quarter in 2021. See if Bumble will turn its profit to positive, then we will follow it. In quite a certain extent, that Bumble's outlook is quite, or the interface is quite close to Tinder. I think a lot of things Whitney is copying from Tinder, from Match to Bumble, and then I know that they have a court case now. They have a court case now for Bumble suing Match.com. So we'll see, huh? So actually, let us examine for Tinder. This is a statistic from Tinder from 2015 to 2019. Number of pay attention, is the pay subscriber for dating in Tinder from 2015 to 2019. So you no need to read very carefully. I have recapped the figures. From 2015, 97,000 people to, wow, 5.9 million people for the pay subscribers for dating. I don't know how much I don't know how much it expanded. It's a big amount, right? This is the Tinder's building. She has a building. So we'll see the CAGR. CAGR is the compound growth. Normally in Hong Kong we call it, in Chinese we call it compound growth rate. Actually it should be compound average growth rate because this is in compound. That means this year you grow 10%. Next year from the 10% on top of 10%, another 10%. On top of another 10%, maybe 20%. So the average compound growth rate may be 10 plus 10 plus 20 divided by 3. So that is the compound average growth rate. This is for Match.com, for the whole group. You can see from 2015 to 2019, the CAGR is 20% on the revenue. Wow, my God, it's 20%. Not 1 year, it's every year. So the operating income also, it grows up even more fastly, like 28%. And even the EBITDA, adjusted EBITDA, is also at 24%. So in the past 5 years, actually, the people they pay for getting the dating increased a lot. They want to pay. They're willing to pay. So this is quite strange, right? It's quite strange. You know, in past days, I don't know how the beautiful ladies or the handsome, how they know their each other, how they know their another half, right? So maybe in the pub, they may be in their office, something like that. But now, they seems too busy. Seems everyone is very busy, so they just use an app, right? They use an app, and they can check first. Now you know that at more than 10 years before, I only have the pictures. Right? But nowadays, maybe, right? I can check with you on the cell phones, and because actually that is too easy, right? Then if okay, then we come out. If not okay, then we bye, something like that. So it's fast food culture now in nowadays, right? They don't want to develop. They want to develop the love. It's too clumsy, right? Taking too long. They want to have fast food culture. I think it's like that, right? The people are busy now. no time to hang out to know each other. I don't know, right? It's complicated even in Hong Kong. So we can see the average revenue per user. That means each user, how much they will spend. Actually, Match.com divided the whole global into two. One is North America, then in another half is international. It is something like even Steven, right? Something like you can see from 2018 to 2019, they may be even Steven, nearly the same. But actually, the compound increase for average revenue per users in international is going up quite quickly, 27%, right? 27%, and then the total is 18%. Quite all right. So it's for Match.com, right? For Match.com. This is the revenue driven by the global growth in subscribers and APRU. So you can see there are two colors. One color is the light blue color is international, and then the other one is the dark blue color is for North America. You see both are increasing, but the international increase seems more fast, quicker than the North America. They take nearly half and half, right, for the total revenue of Match.com. So this is the quarter 3 for 2020. We can still see Match Group in all aspects is doing quite good. We can see from 2019's Q3, Q4, unless for 2020's Q3, still rising. Even for 2000 Q2 and Q3 for the pandemic. You know, for the pandemic, it really hurts the business because they can't go out, right? Because I can't go out, why I pay, right? I can't go out, then I can't pay. So I will wait for the subscribe for another quarter. After I can go out, I subscribe, right? So actually, then it's the hard time for Match or a lot of business. So we can see the earnings per share still okay for Q3, lower a little bit for than the Q1, and also the paid subscribers still rising for the Q3, and then the average revenue per person still rising for Q3. So the Match Group, the total Match Groups in 2020 during the pandemic, Q3 is still doing good. You can see the USA, that means North America is 51.2 of the total income, and international is 48.8, nearly the same. Okay, let us examine the performance of Match in the last year and compare it with 2019. You can see the revenue increased at 16.58%. It's a very good performance, right? Because 2020 is too bad. But the net profit, very few, only 0.12 billion compared to 2019, 0.535 billion. What happened? And the net profit rate also decreased a lot. So let us look down on the orange part. I have marked the 4 seasons net profit. So you can see the 4 seasons net profit is not bad. 0.16, and then it dropped a lot in Q2 because of the pandemic, and rised back in Q3 and Q4. And you can see the net profit rate for the past 4 seasons, 29.35, dropped to 12, and then recovered a little bit to 20.78, and then recovered better in 21.65 in Q4. That means it's recovering. So where does the net profit gone? It's because I have taken it out in the internet, but not the details. I can't find the details. There are 3 court cases in 2019 for Match.com, and the total sums that she needs to pay is $55 million US, a big sum. So is all the net profit gone. So you can see the long-term debt increased at more than 100%. That's why the reason the cash available increased, because she borrowed a lot. She borrowed the money in. So, but that court cases is only one time. If we count in that court cases money, that means without that court cases, right? We adjusted it, not because of the business. So the PE is just 81.6. Normal. Seems okay. So what we should follow is only one thing, is to see if it will further recover on the first quarter of 2021. If it will further recover on 2021, then it is still a good stock to buy. That is what we have analysis that. So you can see, if no that court cases, then actually the net profit will be more than 30%. So it's still powerful. A lot of people still using Tinder, but a lot of people also use Bumble. So we have to see, maybe both, right? Because actually they're going to international. Bumble now is more than 150 countries using Bumble. And I think it's the whole world using Match.com, right? I think it's the whole world using Match.com, right? Because actually there are a lot of socializing platforms. Now you can choose a lot. But actually Match.com or Tinder is different. They analyze the data and then try to eliminate those just one time, or those just short term. Short term to short term, and long term to long term. The big data analysis is quite good. So sometimes you can find a girlfriend, sometimes you can find a boyfriend, right? Nevertheless, of your age, maybe you, like me, is older than 50 years old, or you're just 20 years old, or you're younger, so you can find your another half, right? So that's the case, right? It's quite powerful. It's quite powerful. Okay, so we introduced Match.com up to here. So actually we will follow. So remember, all the stock, you think you have your personal comment on the stock. Then after you commented or analysis that stock, please use a pen or a paper or a booklet, mark it down, put a star next to it, follow it. If you're not following it, no use, right? If you're not follow it, no use. You follow it to sometimes I will follow 1 season, 2 season, or 3 seasons, so I know that, right? Don't just buy it. Don't just buy in the stock when you first glance it is okay. Never do that. Follow few seasons. Warren Buffett always said, for a good stock, it will rise for more than 10 years. So it doesn't matter you buy it 1 season or 2 seasons later. But the point is, if it is a bad stock, it really matters you buy too early, because you will lose some money, right? Okay, then yesterday's Dow Jones rised just a little bit, 90 points. And Nasdaq lose a little bit, just 82 points. So it's also right. Let's see how today goes, right? Okay, thank you for watching. Then if you love this video and this video is helpful to you, please give a like, and then you can leave your comment and then share to the people that also love it, right? And also please subscribe, hit the subscribe and the bell next to it, so whenever there is a new video uploaded, YouTube will inform you. Okay, thank you for watching. So we will see you next time. Welcome for any comments. Have a nice week. Bye bye.